Why do you feel like you're not enough, not smart enough, not attractive enough, not successful enough, not disciplined enough, just not enough? And the strange part is, even when you achieve something, the feeling doesn't go away. You hit a goal, you finish the project, you improve yourself, and for about 5 minutes you feel relief. Then your brain quietly moves the finish line. Suddenly it's, okay, but I should be further. I should be better by now. I should have more to show. If that sounds familiar, this is for you. Because this feeling isn't random, and it's not proof that you're broken. There are real psychological reasons behind it, and once you understand them, that voice in your head, the one that keeps whispering, "not enough," starts to lose its authority. First, let's normalize something. Almost everyone feels this at some point. The difference is, some people hide it better. Social media doesn't show insecurity. It shows highlights. It shows wins, smiles, filtered confidence, and milestone announcements. It doesn't show the doubt before the post. It doesn't show the anxiety before the decision. It doesn't show the 2 a.m. spirals. So you end up comparing your behind-the-scenes thoughts to someone else's edited life. And that comparison alone can manufacture the feeling of not enough out of thin air. But that's just the surface. There are deeper reasons this feeling sticks around. The first reason is this: your brain is wired to detect gaps, not completeness. Your mind is constantly scanning for what's missing. That's how humans survived. If our ancestors walked around thinking, "everything's perfect, nothing to improve," they didn't last very long. The brain evolved to notice threats, flaws, and weaknesses. It looks for problems to solve, and when there isn't an obvious external problem, it turns inward. It starts scanning you. What could you improve? What are you lacking? Where are you behind? So even if you're doing well, even if you're genuinely progressing, your brain highlights the one area you're not. You could be succeeding in 5 areas of life, and your mind will zoom in on the 6th that feels weak. And because that voice sounds like you, it feels true. It feels objective. It feels accurate. But it's not balanced. It's selective. And here's where it gets deeper. The second reason is identity attachment. At some point in your life, you absorbed a quiet belief about yourself. Maybe you were compared to someone. Maybe you were the quiet one, the average one, the difficult one, the responsible one, the not quite there yet one. Maybe praise was rare. Maybe approval felt conditional. Maybe you learned, without anyone directly saying it, that love had to be earned. And slowly, "I need to improve" turned into "I am not enough." That shift is subtle but powerful, because once that belief forms, your brain starts collecting evidence for it. Compliments get dismissed, mistakes get magnified, success gets minimized. It's like your mind is building a case against you, and it's very selective about the evidence it allows in. Not because it hates you, but because it wants consistency. The brain prefers a familiar identity, even if that identity is harsh. Familiar feels safe, even if it hurts. Now here's the part people don't like hearing. The third reason is comparison distortion. You are measuring your internal struggles against other people's external performance. You feel your doubt, your fear, your hesitation, your procrastination. But when you look at someone else, you only see action. You see their results, their confidence, their highlights. You don't see their insecurity. You don't see their second-guessing. You don't see their breakdowns. You don't see the moments where they also felt not enough. So of course you feel behind. You're comparing full access to yourself with limited access to others. It's an unfair comparison, but your brain doesn't label it that way. It labels it as proof. See, it says, everyone else is ahead. But it's working with incomplete data. And then there's the final reason, and this one is subtle. Sometimes feeling not enough is actually disguised growth. When you are evolving, your old standards don't fit anymore. You start seeing a bigger version of yourself, a more capable version, a more disciplined version, a more confident version. And instead of feeling inspired, you feel inadequate. It's like standing at the bottom of a mountain you just discovered. Yesterday, you didn't even know it was there. Today, you see the peak, and suddenly you feel small. But small doesn't mean incapable. It means aware. You became conscious of your potential, and awareness can feel uncomfortable. It can feel like deficiency, but often it's expansion. The problem is, most people interpret that awareness as proof they're lacking, instead of proof they're growing. So let me reframe this. Feeling like you're not enough does not automatically mean you are lacking. It often means you are reflective. It means you have standards. It means you care. It means you see possibility. The issue isn't that you have high standards. It's that your standards grew faster than your self-compassion, and that imbalance creates pressure. Now, I'm not going to end this by saying, just love yourself or just be confident. That's not helpful. Instead, I want you to consider something simple. If someone else had your exact life, your exact circumstances, your exact challenges, your exact history, would you look at them and say, they're not enough? Or would you say, they're trying? Be honest, because the voice telling you you're not enough rarely speaks to others the way it speaks to you. It exaggerates your flaws. It ignores context. It demands perfection from a human being. And once you notice that, something shifts. You stop automatically believing the voice. You start questioning it. And that's where confidence actually begins. Not in convincing yourself you're perfect, but in recognizing that not enough was never an objective measurement. It was a story your brain got used to telling. And stories can be rewritten. So if you've felt this before, you're not alone. You're not defective. You're not secretly failing at life while everyone else succeeds. You're human. And being human has never required perfection. It has only ever required awareness. If one of these reasons felt uncomfortably accurate, that's not a coincidence. It means you're paying attention. And paying attention is always the beginning of change.